Namaste friends. Welcome back to your own yoga channel, Thomasi Yoga. Do you know your body is made up of 5 layers? We just see the outer layer, that is physical body, but according to yoga, we have 5 layers, that is called Panchakoshas. So let's learn what is this Panchakoshas and what are the significance and how it is beneficial to make our life happy and healthy. So please watch the video till the end and also subscribe to the channel and support yoga and meditation. The concept of Panchakosha originated from Taittiriya Upanishad. The classical Upanishads were concerned with addressing the nature of the self and one's relationship to the universe. And Panchakosha is thought to be one of the earliest conceptualizations of the human being. The description of Panchakosha in Taittiriya Upanishad is highly symbolic. The full explanation as taught in yogic tradition comes from later researchers. So let's see what are these 5 koshas. First one is Annamaya Kosha, second Pranamaya Kosha, third Manomaya Kosha, fourth Vijnanamaya Kosha, and fifth one Anandamaya Kosha. In this, every word ends with Maya, which means binding or holding together. Most of the people assume these koshas are moving inwards from body in order of Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya and Anandamaya, but it can also move outwards from your body. So let's understand each one in little detail, and at the end we will see how it can be directed in both inward and outward directions. Annamaya Kosha. The outermost of the koshas is called Annamaya Kosha. Here Anna means food. This is the gross physical body. This is the physical self named from the fact that it is nourished by food. The food is made up of Panchabhutas or 5 elements, namely water, air, earth, fire and space. And Annamaya Kosha is also made up of these 5 elements, and both are interdependent. This body cannot exist without contact of the other koshas. This kosha can be modified by taking different types of food, medicines, exercise, fasting and yoga practices. Working on just Annamaya Kosha would never solve your mental and physical problems. As an example, if you are taking too many tablets, the effect of the tablet is just on your outer kosha. Without addressing the root cause, you are trying to cure so many unidentified medical problems. So we should diagnose towards inside koshas. Pranamaya Kosha. The pranic layer composed of prana is also called the life force, the energy which holds the body and the mind together. Its physical manifestation is the breath. As long as pranic energy exists in any living being, we say it's alive. There are basically 5 types of pranas. We will discuss about prana in a separate video in detail. Yogic and Ayurvedic literature mentions nearly 72,000 pathways along which the prana moves in the human body. These pathways cannot anatomically be seen, but existence of some of these seems to have been proved indirectly by using acupuncture needles tipped with radioactive phosphorus. The pathways have been named as nadis in yoga. These 72,000 nadis interconnect the energetic centers or chakras in human body. Even though the form of this kosha is subtle, it is very similar to the form of physical body. Nadis are astral tubes which carries the pranic energy. They cannot be seen in physical form. They are not the ordinary nerves or veins. Out of all nadis, 3 of them are important, that is Ida, Pingala and Sushumna. Sushumna is the most important because Kundalini passes through this nadi. The techniques like acupuncture, Reiki and different therapies seem to be working on this kosha. Ayurvedic and homeopathic medicines in moderate potencies also act on this kosha. Manomaya Kosha. Manomaya Kosha is majorly consisting of manas, which can be understood as mind in simple language, but it cannot be directly equated to mind. The mind, along with Jnanendriyas, those are 5 sensory organs like tongue, nose, eyes, ear, skin, constitutes the outer layer of Manomaya Kosha. More than physical appearance, the memory and feelings carried is most important. Like if you don't like something or someone, through sensing organs we get signals and a memory which makes you to feel good or bad. So this kosha is much more powerful than previous 2 koshas and governs them, and is in turn governed by 2 koshas superior to it. It is thus the central to human existence. Many of the treatments like aroma, music, dance, color therapies work in this kosha, and also homeopathic Ayurvedic medicines in the higher potencies also influence this kosha. Vijnanamaya Kosha. The word Vijnana in Sanskrit If you split the word, it becomes Vishesha Jnana, which means special or ultimate knowledge. In short, we can compare to our intellect, but it's much more higher than what we can imagine. This layer is composed of more intellection associated with the organs of perception. A large part of this kosha is in the form of unconsciousness and is a major stored information too. The feeling of me and mine and the faculty of intelligence and reasoning constitute the Vijnanamaya kosha. There is always a thin line between Manomaya kosha and Vijnanamaya kosha. The feeling of freshness that you had a deep sleep is said to arise from this kosha. When one closes the eyes and relaxes during meditation, the functioning of Manomaya kosha becomes minimum and the Vijnanamaya kosha comes in front and gets active. In the final stages of meditation, the intellect becomes stable and mind becomes still, and this is called Samadhi. Meditation, when used as a therapeutic tool, works in the Vijnanamaya kosha. And the final one, Anandamaya kosha. The Anandamaya kosha is the ultimate kosha which is in close proximity of the soul and which is always blissful. As per Vedanta, the Anandamaya kosha is the most subtle or spiritual of the 5 levels of embodied self. Anandamaya means composed of Ananda, that is blissfulness, bliss or ceaseless joy that connected with body or mind. Anandamaya, or that which is composed of supreme bliss. This kosha is reflection of 3 divine qualities of soul, namely Sat, Chit and Ananda. Sat means that it believes in truthfulness and its eternalness. Chit means that is alive and conscious and can therefore interact with various situations in an appropriate way. This characteristic separates the living and non-living. Ananda means that is ever joyful, full of pleasure in itself. It does not need any outside stimulus to be cheerful. Though they are present, the effect is only compounded. Being joyful is a prominent characteristic of this kosha. Friends, once we understood the layers or koshas, we are now very much aware of what is making us behave or go through emotions and thoughts. We are most of the time interact in the levels of manas, but we fail to see or react from Anandamaya kosha. It's already proven that our body is made up of cells. Every cell in our body is as same as our body. Like a drop of water has the same properties as a glass of water. Every single cell has memory, feelings, action, reactions, and etc. So these 5 koshas can be seen in every single cell too. If we check in same way, the universe is made up of same 5 koshas. Annamaya, that is material, Pranamaya, that is energy, Manomaya, the interaction and memory the universe has, Vijnanamaya, universe, the ultimate intellect, and finally Anandamaya, the supreme God is always blissful, and that's why we call him Satchitananda. The connection between our blissful kosha and blissful universal kosha will take you to Samadhi, and you would never come back from that stage. So to conclude, we have to keep the first 3 koshas to be healthy, that is Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, because these are made up of Stula Sharira, that is the gross body. Eating sattvic or healthy food, physical exercise, yoga, meditation, pranayama, and keeping our thoughts clean, loving everyone will make us travel towards Sukshma Sharira, that is subtle body, and to Karana Sharira, that is the Anandamaya kosha, the Ananda, that is the permanent blissfulness. So friends, if you like my explanation, please subscribe to the channel and support yoga.